By staying in this meeting, you consent to be live streamed to the world. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy, are you here? Jimmy, where are you, Jimmy? All right, checking to make sure. Yes, we're live. That's good. All right, so there's Jimmy right there. I summoned him. That's funny. I'm like, where's Jimmy? And then suddenly Jimmy shows up. Jimmy.
I see 2, 3, 4, 5 Jimmys at least. I see right off the bat. Maybe more.
Dude, the hair, you're rocking the beanie and the hair. All is like, you look like a dude who makes amps tonight.
Looks like Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am making an amp. Funny.
Have you made anything for Dave?
No, his bass player though. I've made stuff for the Foo Fighters, and there's rumor that he may be trying something in the near future. So
yeah,
but yeah, Foo Fighters bass player Nate uses Fat Jimmy on stage.
Nice. I'd be like, don't be a foo. Use Fat Jimmy. Use Fat Jimmy. All right. Well, welcome, friends and family and heroes. It's been a couple weeks, and we do have some news to share with you tonight. Let's take a quick look at the state of the Blockchain Heroes Union and see where the things are at here. Let's see. Oh, my brother is calling. I'm going to tell him that I'm like, I heard buzzing. I'm like, what is that? All right, Hero Tools. All right, so we are sitting at 91.18% of packs open. There are still 738 hero packs that have not been opened, and that means Electric Genesis is still out there. I think somebody mentioned in the Telegram, is there any one of one in any set that has not been found yet other than Electric Genesis? And I honestly don't know, but he's obviously the longest that stayed in hiding, because the heroes were around before everybody but GPK OS1 and William Shatner.
I think the second longest running unfound one of one is the bottom line from from Stonk Wars.
Yep, bottom line. I don't know that it's been found. Have you checked to see?
No, I have not.
I have not checked, so we do need to check. I'll ask Jonah to take this down because Inferno is over. And Series 2, 74.64% of those open. And I don't think anybody else has attempted Artifact Ascension yet. Oh, I don't have any to look at here. Let's just go to the templates in the Heroes account, in the Heroes collection. Wait, that's not it. Let's do this. Artifact templates. And we'll just check in here with the artifact balance. That'll let us know. Oh, there's two. Those are the actual. That was the. Here we go. Artifact of Flight. 23 attempts. Okay, so there's been 2 attempts since I last looked, and wait, that's not the right one. Yeah, there's still just 1 Artifact of Ascension. So the numbers, the RNG has not been favorable to the heroes. I think the villains got in there and made a little bit of a mess of stuff. We were really hoping that through the set we would see 4, maybe 5, but there's only been enough attempts to get 2 if the odds had been in the favor. But with 23 attempts, only 1 has succeeded, and that is Craig Gonzalez. So far, he is our only ascendant. But this will continue. There's no plan, even though we're going to be bringing Series 2 to a close here. There's no particular plan to shut down that activity. So let's go to a Stonk Wars pack, because apparently that is the only way we can see on the unpack page. 6,023 out of 7,500, 80.31%. And even with the market being down as it is, these packs are holding up pretty good. These were $5 packs when we sold them, and they're 5x plus right now, still on the secondary market. So I see Will's coming in. Let's look for which one did you say it was, Zach, that hasn't
It was the bottom line.
bottom line? All right. Let's see. Oh, there's the fire one. Wonder if there's an easier way to get to. No, not there. I think I'd have this figured out by now.
We should probably just keep a list of shortcuts for these things.
Right. Is it this one or this
I believe
one?
so. I think it's the secret psychotic.
That's this one. No, it's this one. The Sinister, Electric Sinister. And he is still in the heroes pool. So yeah, this one of one is still in an existing Stonk Wars pack that has not yet been opened. And again, there are a little fewer than 1,477 unopened packs. Let's open one, shall we? I love the countdown. Oops, no pop-up window. Oh, you know what? I think I've got it turned off here for some reason. No, don't block it. Pop it. Come on, stonks. Don't hold on me, dudes. All right. I think my pop-up thing might have screwed it up. Let me turn this off for the hub. And it should be in my unclaimed packs. There it is.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know about you guys, but when I open a pack from previous, it gives me that feeling all over again of what it was like when we launched it. Like I actually opened up a hero pack from Series 1 the other day, and I recorded it just in case, nothing unique happened, but it was like this sense of nostalgia from something that hasn't even been a year. That's incredible to me. Okay, we saw a bottom line, but it is definitely not the Sinister one of one. So now there's one fewer, one more choice out there to get them because it has not happened yet. The other thing that we should look at is the Upland cards.
Is one of the Joker eyeballs is still out there?
Let's take a look here. The collection.
So I think there's 3 one of ones that haven't been discovered yet.
Let's see. Those would be the uniques. Just the one, the right mad ball has not yet descended. The left has, and this one is being staked on our planet. Whoever the owner is of this one is pulling in some serious aether from that one. So this guy's still out there. And let's go to the unpack page for this. Let me find my Upland cards. Here we go. Unpack. So our numbers here, 73.15%. A lot of people hodling these cards. 82.5, not bad, but I would have expected more by now. So let's get a little bit of Upland nostalgia here because we're going to have some Upland news tonight. All right, what do we get? Oh, there's a legendary. Nice. Let's check the mints on these. Scrivener 69. Very short on commons in this pack. Actually, there's a common, but you're going to need those commons, and we'll go into why that is here in just a bit. First of all, let's talk about. I want to thank everybody who participated in Bro Punks. We sold out in just over 24 hours, and I was just a little bit skeptical because we ended up going live on the same day as Green Rabbit, and I announced our date first, and then boom, they're like at the same time. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to change the date. It's out there in the video and on the sites already. I'm going to move it an hour earlier, and people absolutely represented and got their Bro Punks. You see, I've got my packs that I'm hodling right here. But if you did get them, you want to open them. Well, it's not financial advice. It's just I'm recommending that you open them because there's going to be a snapshot tomorrow. Okay. If you look past my Green Rabbits, you can see some of my bros. Let me, there's some more of the ones I opened up right there. And I got my Street Fighter promo pack too. Look at this dude. I love him. He's just wearing his bowler. That's it. In his tidy whities. My best one is, although this guy, I mean, the only thing he's missing is the joint in his hand to make that one absolutely perfect. Let me go to my Bro Punks here. Let's see. There they are. And let's just go to the bros. So I got 30 of these guys sitting here in my wallet. My best one is this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got all of the elements. He's a 1 of 42. He's a 1%er. All 6 attributes or bro tributes are here. So all the milestones are complete. And we sold out at 10:50 a.m. Eastern time today. And so the Nifty Blocks team is going to do a snapshot tomorrow at the same time. So for every 1 of 1 bro that's in your wallet, you're going to get airdropped a second pack, but totally different attributes. So I can give you a preview of what that looks like, because there's a different pack. So people are like, well, you did 4,200. How can you do more? They're totally different. It's like, think of it as series 2, only I'm calling it a bonus pack. So it's just an immediate release. That's a gift and a thank you to everybody who purchased and opened. This is the bonus pack that you'll be able to open. And I like to call it Bros in Space. There's 6 backgrounds. They're all space oriented. He's got new left-hand items. There's like a girly magazine, a pizza slice, a champagne bottle of beer. He's got different headgear, including my favorite, which might be the head crab. He's got, the beer hat, the umbrella hat, Viking helmet, and you can see different hoodies, new pants. My favorite of the new pajamas is the pink one. I don't know if you could see, but they're bunnies on it. It's freaking awesome. And new eyes as well, some hippie eyes, some 60s glasses. He looks left, he looks right, he crosses his eyes bulge. And so these are totally different. Now, the maximum there could be of these is 4,200, but 4,200 packs have not been opened. In fact, if we go to Atomic, I can tell you exactly how many packs have been opened.
I have to say the Bronus is my second favorite of the bro puns you've got there, with my favorite being the fact that you don't have a road map, you have a broad map.
That is correct. You have to have a broad map. So here is, okay, so let's mouse over. So 3,227 have been opened as of now. So if we were to snapshot right now, that means 3,227 of the new packs would be created with 1 of 1s. There are something like 125,000 possible combinations. And once that we have the snapshot and we know the numbers, the team will then use the code to generate that exact number of them with the same percentages of the drop rates as we had here on the main site. So this is based on 4,200. There is no naked bro. There will be 6 0 attribute bros. And basically what we did is we just turned these into cutoffs. So the series 1 underwear are not an attribute, but if long pants don't drop, they'll be in one of the underwears. So pizza or unicorns or stars or Bitcoin, there's 2 others. And then this will be a percentage of equal. So all of these will just be scaled to the amount of packs we end up generating. So hopefully, a couple, 2-3 hours after the snapshot, we should be airdropping these and create some interesting dynamics there. I'm not leaving it there. The response to the series has been fantastic. The activity in the Telegram is hilarious. People posting their bro punks. If you're not in there, t.me/bro punks. I've got some really interesting ideas. One of them, which if the tech team can pull it off, I think is going to create it's going to create a lot of excitement. I have to leave it at that right now. These are forward-looking statements, and no guarantee that it's going to happen, but I'm sure I'm going to try. And I am bouncing around ideas for what another series would look like. Ethereum stuff is so expensive. I think giving people an alternative to be able to get these on wax is really important, especially, at the low price that we did. So thank you for your support if you purchased those, and if you didn't, thank you for your support in spirit, because it just might not have been your jam, but you still support what we do. So appreciate that. Okay, we are going to close out series 2 with update 2.8. And we took a look at, I showed you a couple weeks ago, the rewards that we had. I think I'm going to revisit those with you guys just because they're so fun to look at. Let me just open up the folder here. Sorry, in between bro punks and everything else, I have not had time to create presentations. So you just got to deal. You know what I'm saying? The trick is finding them. Here we go. So many folders. Good. Okay. So there are, thanks, Jimmy. There are 8 collector's editions. And as of right now, I think we're going to mint 10 of each. That means there's going to be 80 awards that can be given out with random mints. So let's look at them again. Zach, I'll let you narrate them really quickly as I go through.
Sure. Admiral Binks was one of my favorites from First Strike. He's the admiral of an interstellar navy that showed up around the time that First Strike was released. And what we can see here is he's ordering the sort of interdiction of his primary vessel, while also opening a portal that demonstrates how he represents decentralized finance.
What sounds would go with this card if this had sound with
It'd
it?
be a very Star Warsy whoosh, I think.
A whoosh and like a freight train coming through, almost like an interstellar,
a space freight train.
Space freight train, yeah. It would have to glide because there's no rails, so you wouldn't hear the ding ding ding, but it's just kind of like a.
You just hear the engine plugging really noisily.
All right. Next up, JREC.
JREC is the graphic designer for the actual Blockchain Heroes force, because even they need to have print and digital materials, and it has to be all shiny and neat because they are a very serious rebellion. That's what JREC's role is. And here we can see exactly how he is a master of his craft with far more monitors than even I would be able to keep track of.
And less precision, too. He's just kind of slamming on the table, hitting the keyboards.
He's doing so very enthusiastically, though, and the monitors seem to be responding as he intends. So I'm not going to criticize his style of work there.
He is a hero. All right, and finally, a villain, Penny Pinch.
The penny pinch represents the sort of frantic, coked up day trader culture that that Wall Street is infamous for, and because of that, he is a super speedster. We can see here that he is riding his own little emotional roller coaster, going from celebrating recent wins to shouting at his broker over some losses in his portfolio.
Pinching those pennies. All right, so those are the 3 action cards, and then this other folder contains the trophies, and there are let's see, you know what, let me drag them into another folder because they're all in there each. I'm going to have to reshare it each time, so give me a second. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, in no particular order other than their alphabetical. First of all, we have from Stonkors.
Elon Musk. You know, we had to include a satirization of Elon when we released Stonk Wars, because he did play such an influential role in the events surrounding that series. But I was tired of seeing sort of the same interpretation of him, which was taking that shot from when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast and had his blunt with his really hilarious expression and some sort of doge accompanying him. I wanted to really highlight the sort of innovative tech side and turn him into almost a quasi super villain, because he's such a force for chaos. And that's what I love so much about what we came up with.
So there he is, and this is one of 2 new 3D trophies that are action trophies, where there's actually motion happening in the animation itself, and it's not just rotating, kind of like this one here, but it's still beautiful. Nathan Nyes.
Yeah, the ticker around the top is always going to be my favorite part of this trophy. And Nathan Nyes was, of course, a representation of the spirit of old money, particularly as it pertains to Wall Street, with his last name coming directly from the New York Stock Exchange. And he commands the very powers of the bear and bull, the market forces incarnate.
Nick says I only see 2 things on this one now.
Yeah, you've got the same vision that Travis has.
Bull nuts to you both. I think my favorite feature is the glowing eyes on both of them.
Absolutely,
they're really brought to life. It's like, whew. Okay, next up, ResFeed.
ResFeed, of course, our essential ultimate villain, a representation of the Federal Reserve and its gross overreach into our financial system. This was just such a cool selection for a trophy, because in all of the art we have of ResFeed, you can only see a small part of him, and the same sort of holds true here. He's almost like coming out of the base as if it's a portal, and the rest of him is still obscured to us.
What's down there?
Oh, I don't want to know. Do you?
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of like, you ever see the image of the ocean with the little iceberg, and then it shows you below the water all of this. I kind of picture like that what we see is just the tip of the ResFeed.
Foreshadowing is a literary device in which you hint at something that may be relevant in the future.
Hint. Okay, and next up, I think the trophy I'm most proud of, and if there was one from the set that I hoped I would get, it's this one, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, of course, being a sort of slap across the face reference to the consumer-facing retail trader service that infamously restricted the trades that its own users were able to make regarding GameStop and AMC and BlackBerry stock, among others, during the events of the Wall Street Bets fiasco.
I love the attention to detail, the shadow where he's running, the light source as he hits him. You get this glint right there on the base from the light source. That's just like this little shine. I think it's so cool. And he's so fluid, like that. The running on him is so realistic.
It's a great cycle. You could totally expect to see animation of this quality in the AAA game.
Really proud of that one. And then the one I think that makes me smile the most is the last trophy here, the Swarm.
The Swarm is one of my favorite characters ever, just because, you know, a 51% attack isn't necessarily a malicious thing, but that is something that we have to be concerned about as participants in the blockchain space. And so I wanted to represent the 51% attack with something that was sort of wild, not necessarily evil. So of course I went for the cute angle. And if we were going to have a trophy of them, we had to have more than one. We had to have a whole swarm worth of swarmlings.
I haven't ever counted them. How many swarmlings do we have?
I'm not Rain Man enough to instantly respond to you with a correct answer.
My first count looked like 18, but I'm not sure. Somebody do a see if you can eyeball how many we have here and type into the chat.
Stephen King Langoliers vibes. I never heard.
Eric says 19. Can anybody corroborate 19? Jimmy says 20. And it's like I need to pause it. I mean, I could.
They are without number. They are countless and
they are countless. They are 51% attack. So those are the rewards. And the way we're going to do this in 2.8 is nothing super fancy, but it really is for the fans. Not fancy, but is fan based, because it's going to be easy enough to do. It might take some unstaking for you though. And here's how we're going to do it. Straight up simple entries from Series 2 classic cards. These are them, the classic cards you'll find in the collections under Series 2 classic. These are the borderless art cards. No borders, no nameplates, straight up art cards. If they show up here on this page, then they are part of the collection that can be placed in here. So if I'm correct, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 49, 50.
You're not burning these. You're just holding on to them. I said before that we didn't want to do another burn event, so we're not doing one. We just want you to collect them. And I'm not afraid to make you unstake your classic cards if you've got them staked in order to win these super cool trophies and animated cards.
Travis, Zach, are we counting the classic arts that came from the hero decks as well?
I think we should count all classic art.
Yeah, I think so too. So if it is a classic art card, Stonk Wars also?
Yes.
Okay, all classic art cards. That way, but not the promos, right? They have to be ones that came from one of the Series 1, 2, or Stonk Wars. You know, if you've got a promo one, they're not going to show up here anyway. You might have like an Electroman classic card or a Dust Weaver classic. Those don't show up here on the collections pages under classic, so those don't count. But any of the other classics do. And what we will do at a snapshot is we will give you one entry for every card that is in your wallet. And we will put all of those entries into the bounty block tool. Every wallet address, every one you have is another entry. We'll take all 80 of the, we'll pre-mint all 80 of the collector's items. I'll mix them up. We'll do it live and we'll shoot them all out at once. Oh, here comes our hero, Craig.
Technical Rift asks if you own multiple of a card, does that count as 2 or still 1 for that one? Counts as 2. If you have 10 of the same classic art card, that's 10 entries.
Yep. Every classic art card that you have in your wallet at the time of the stamp. And I think we should do this. Let me just check here, because this doesn't take a long time for people to do. I think that we could probably do this live next week. Let me just check and make sure there's nothing else weird going on in the calendar.
That's right. There is no set building required. It is just the number of classic art cards.
Correct. Yeah, let's do it next week. So we'll do it live during Hero Report. I'll make sure I've got the tech ready to go. The Bounty Block guys, or the Bounty Block guys have added to the tool specifically for me here, which others are using this as well, but I'll show you guys how cool it is. If I log in here, oh, you know what? I don't know if I've got oh, I do have Anchor set up.
Do you want to do the snapshot next week or 2 weeks from now?
I was going to say next week. We just do it all live.
Okay. So we will have a Hero Report next week.
Yeah, I'd say we did. I think just for this, like, let's close it out. Let's, these things have been burning a hole in my wallet. I want to get them distributed. Everybody's seen them long enough. It's time to be done with it. So let me log in here. Okay. So they added, so that I can actually go here now and search by a schema. I can pick heroes, and then I can go to series. I think it's 2X that we used. Is it 2 or 2X? It's 2X. And then I can go to classic. And I can search, see what happens. I haven't done it yet. Let's see. This would be based on what people have right now that's not staked. I hope it can handle the full supply of them. It might take a minute. This is the first time I've tried it. They just added this. I requested they add it to the tool just a couple days ago because I knew this was coming. It's looking through all of your accounts right now for every template ID, for every classic art card, which means it's probably going to show a lot of them to s.ourplanet. I will eliminate those because I don't want to drop them to, rewards to our planet.
Of course.
So I'm going to let that go here for a minute and see if it pulls up the answers, which is, I'm glad I'm testing this, because if for some reason it doesn't, I'll need to let them know that we need to fix it. It's still looking. I mean, there's thousands of them.
So when would the snapshot happen specifically?
During the report. So we'll do it, we'll start the report and we'll probably do it, 5-10 minutes in. So I would just be unstaked and in your wallet before 7:00 Eastern next Wednesday. Because what I'm doing right now is I am taking a snapshot.
BC Santa wants to know what packs contain classic cards. And that would be gallery crates and Stonk Wars packs, correct?
Correct. Yep. Gallery crates, any phase, and Stonk Wars packs. There's only one type of Stonk Wars pack, and it's an awesome pack. And they are awesome. Those packs make me so happy. Actually, everything we've done, I'm so thrilled with the love that we've put into this IP and the love we've gotten back from everybody on how much they enjoy it.
I'm just looking forward to how we can make what comes next the coolest thing we've done so far.
Yeah, there are many things being worked on. I will go ahead and say this now. We are working on something else with Hodl God, but we haven't really revealed what that is yet, other than it's revolutionary and new.
Not even a teaser.
Not even a teaser, because we don't know. This is taking a lot of work and time. It's painstaking for those involved, and because I don't know how long it's going to take, I hesitate to reveal yet. I think once we know when we can ship the product, then we can start teasing. Zach is working on something even more amazing because his vision is even bigger of where he's going with his project. Can't wait till the right time to reveal that to you. maybe in a month or so, Zach. I don't know. Again, when we know when a date.
Yeah. I probably 6 weeks from now, we'll have things along far enough to have something really cool to show off.
Okay. And then how many other projects are there? There's so many projects that I'm consulting or working with on, but I'll tease this out to you guys. And I say this with zero hype. I got a phone call about 6 weeks ago from somebody who basically said, I need your help. And when I discovered what he had, I believe it could be the NFT sale of the year. And I'm not talking about wax. I'm talking about of all NFTs. I think that when we announce this coming week, it is the perfect intersection of art, NFTs, and fandom. And I think it's going to make international news. And Travis and I are going to be part of it, streaming and revealing with those that are involved. And I'm not at liberty to tell you more right now, but it's amazing. Zach knows. Is it amazing?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Would you agree that based on what you know, that
it would be one of the single most newsworthy NFT events of the year? Yeah.
So I can't wait to.
I wish I was part of it.
I've spent hours, all the stuff behind the scenes. You know, if you guys wonder what I do when I'm not buying my own NFTs, and recording shows, I'm on calls every day with different people that are interested in getting help with projects. At the same time, there's another one that's a little further out that I'm working on with somebody that I'm trying to bring a massive celebrity that they're interested in doing NFTs to wax. So yeah,
is that the one that we've previously had conversations about?
You and I, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's getting closer. I've signed a memorandum of understanding with them now.
Awesome.
So yeah, there's some big things getting ready to happen, guys. So this is still looking. So since it's still looking, I'm going to assume that maybe there's too many. I'm going to leave it, keep going. But I will also, what I might do is get with, I'll get with Dimitri and Saddam at Bounty Block, and maybe I'll just ask them to do the snapshot for me. That way they can do it on their end direct from a server and hand me the file so that we can do that live. So why don't we say snapshot at I'll post in the Telegram for sure, and I'll send an email. Okay. But let's say the snapshot is at 7 Eastern exactly next Wednesday. And that is going to be the Wednesday is the my phone, the 21st. Today's the 14th. So the 21st, have them in your wallet and we'll do the drop and it'll be fun. And we'll see what everybody gets, and everybody will have, every entry's got an equal chance. It favors those who have more cards. And that's all there is to it. We're not burning them. You can restake them when you're done, if you so choose. The goal here is the pursuit of the trophies. And we realize that only true fans are going to take the time to unstake those classic cards to have them ready to go at this. So we think that as a result, odds are that the true fans are going to be the ones that get them. All right. So the final thing that we want to talk about is Upland. The announcement has been made, and let me find the Twitters because they posted it there to announce first. Let's see. I love Miles. I love Miles. There was a big announcement there. They do a lot of tweeting. Lots of tweeting. Here we go. This is the announcement right here. July 30th. I don't have the exact time yet for the burn mechanism, but the goal here is to eliminate 46,000 commons from the Upland supply. What's a common? Well, let's take a look here at there's a collection page for Upland, right?
Yeah, they have a page.
Can you link it to me? I'm not seeing it easily here, but I know it should come up with the heroes. Drop it into the chatty chat so I can pull that up. No update on the hero token yet. Had a great call with a developer this morning to get status update on it. We are doing something. Contracts are being audited to make sure that they are spot on. And so hopefully we'll have something soon. Maybe as early as next week, we'll be able to tell you about it. Will there be other collection mechanisms with Upland blockchain heroes? Maybe. Maybe. Don't have any advance notice on that. I know the next step is to get the portal open so that the mythic explorers can be brought in. Was anybody able to find that page for me? I don't know why I don't just see it. Was it on the pack opening page? Maybe I should just do this. Upland cards. If I go to unpack. No, it's not on this page. There it is. Thank you. Okay, I should probably bookmark this Upland cards collection. Boom. Okay, so your common cards, and I have none because mine are all staked, are any of the block explorers. So any of the blue cards basically are your common cards. And that includes the blockchain heroes ones that are mixed in here. Aren't they mixed in? They're not showing them. Oh, here they are. Yeah. So common. Okay. So anything that's a common. So these are the blockchain heroes commons under BCH explorers, your custom voxel explorers under common. Or right here. Again, these are all blue cards. Also common are all prize cards. There's 25 of these. So all of these are going to be burned like crazy. Somebody's already burned 2 pumpkin heads, and I don't know why, because they got nothing for it except pumpkin seeds. So there's a pretty stout supply of cards out there. I want to say there's like 180,000 total commons in supply. You guys are going to be a part of pulling out 46,000 of them, making these all more rare. And it's going to be up to you to decide which ones are going to be more rare. The burn mechanism is going to be very similar to what we did with the blockchain heroes vortex. If you'll remember that, you threw 100 blockchain heroes common cards into the vortex, and you had a chance at 1 of 5 new legendary cards. And those were the 6-sided. We had Magic Man, the Wizard, Super
Ether Mage.
Yeah.
I want to say
It's been so long.
it has been so long. I'm not sure
Right,
who the other 2 were.
Bright Stroke, Lightspeed.
Boom. No, Lightspeed was part of the Arcane Trinity, but Bright Stroke was one, and then there was a woman. I think one of them was a woman. Anyway, there was 5 of them, and you got one randomly. There was not a finite supply. It would mint one of them randomly. Well, we're going to do the same thing, only a little more advanced, and with some better potential rewards. And the way it's going to work is when you put your 100 cards in, there are going to be 10 new legendary cards. And I'm going to preview a few of them for you in just a moment. Actually, I'm going to preview them for you right now. Let me just open up and then I'll tell you the other part of the equation. All I has to do is finds it. Buried in the depths of a folder. Ah, here we go. Found them. Okay, so the Upland collectible legendaries. This is the static version, but instead of being red, it is more colored with the animation you're about to see, and it's got the 4 stars on it, making it legendary. What you're looking at right here, we've got some promotional cards that are going to go out. But you can get a feel for what they're going to look like without the promotional copy on it. Here's this is an actual everlasting card, and this will loop infinitely.
Oh, I haven't seen these.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Play that again. So perfect crossover integration, of the original blockchain heroes. Taken to the action level and then warped through the portal into the Upland collectibles world. Here's a Ms. Stability done the same way. So the card will look like this. She's still standing. Tank, ain't nobody got time for that.
The
no
immovable
tanks.
Object.
Yes. Meet strong female. What do you guys think? Is this pretty badass? Me likey. Okay, so those are the samples I have to show you now, but these are going to be, these are the 10 heroes that this will apply to. Everlasting, Rock Fierce, Lady Lightning, Power Play, Dogeburus, Executive Powers. This is more than 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 12. Oh, I got it. 2 of these are the mythics. Power Play, I think, is going to be a mythic. So Everlasting, Rock Fierce, Lady Lightning, Dogeburus, Executive Powers, Repeat, Ether Mage, The Prophet, Rowdy Rook, and Ms. Stability. Those are the 10 legendary animated cards that can come out. And if the numbers work out the way I'm imagining them, there won't be more than 50 of any one of these legendaries, maybe even less. However, you'll also have a smaller percentage chance to drop one of 2 mythics, Dynamic Defiant and Power Play. You get one of these, and these are importable through the portal as block explorers in Upland. And there will be 2 of those. So 12 new NFTs, 10 legendary, 2 importable mythics. You'll burn your cards and say bye-bye to them forever and get your upgrade. You're guaranteed to get something back. Odds are you're going to get a legendary, but I think that there's going to be probably, if it's on par with the other mythics, then there'll be between 5 and I think 5 to 10. I think 10. Is that what we had for the other mythics? There was a chance for 10.
I do not recall.
I can actually find out right here by going back to the site and pulling up Mythic. 15. Okay. There's up to 15 of each of these mythics, which are importable. See if we did the same thing for the heroes.
Every time I see Choina's Explorer, I chuckle. That's my favorite.
Which one is it?
Choina? It's the vaguely Trumpish orb.
That's pretty awesome. So the next step after getting these this event done is for the portal to open. I know the Upland team is working really hard on making that happen, and they want to get it open here right around the same time that this burn happens. June or July 30th, I believe, is the date. Yep. Mark your calendar for July 30th. Don't have the exact time yet that it will open, but we're burning 46,000 cards. So that means that there will be 460 burn opportunities. That's it. So you'll want to be ready. Have your cards on the ready to click, 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 toss them in. I would imagine there's going to be more than 460 people that are going to be making this attempt. So you're going to have the need for speed in order to participate and burn those cards, get a cool new reward. Any questions on that? 100 cards needed, Jimmy. 100 cards, 100 commons. You got a huge supply of them. They're ready to go. Most of them are probably staked. Yeah.
Dude, I feel bad for anybody who's taking the time to stake commons in a collectible set. That's got to be an arduous process.
Commons only, no uncommons or higher. It is, the Upland is iterating so quickly and doing so much that, we're trying to take things one step at a time. I'm not saying there won't be an uncommon or rare burn. If I have it my way, my advice to them is yes, we do it and provide some additional new rewards, but they're working on so much other stuff. I can't direct their team. They tell us what they want to do since they're bringing stuff in their game, but I'm going to advise on there being additional burn mechanisms for some of the uncommons and possibly the rares. I'll do it. Tell Dirk. Actually, I heard from him today. He's asking me questions about things, and I do it. I tell him what I always tell him, like, make an appointment. Let's get on and let's talk about it. My brain is overflowing with things. So I think if you guys have any questions, I may have missed something. Feel free to ask either by typing in the chat or just coming on and axing your questions. Bitcoin Elite. So as we decided last month, we're going to every other month. It was just too much to keep up with. And we think there is a solid collector's market for it, but we think doing it every other month and combining the trophy along with the fine art piece and having fewer promotional items to drop is easier on all of us. So there's no Bitcoin Elite launch this month. There will be in August. Thank you for the question. I'm glad you reminded me. Zach, do you want to talk at all about Finally Aligned and where you are with the Veil?
Nope. The creative creation process is taking a very long time because of the caliber of the work that we're trying to get done. When we get closer to knowing when it's coming out, then I will have more to say.
Okay. What we really need to do is we need to get Zach out of his job so that he can do all this full time, because he is the master. You want to show your site? You set up your website, just kind of a loosely.
Oh yeah. I did set up a personal website. I've been sitting on a domain with my name on it for a while, but I had not really
While you're
done much
pulling
with
that
it.
up, I'm going to answer this question. There is no Our Planet reward for last Bitcoin Elite. Not yet. I have provided them for, I think they've had now for 2 weeks or so, a completely updated spreadsheet with all of the templates and how the pools should be allocated for every item in the Bitcoin Elite collection that was not like a promotional flyer. So I'm just waiting on them to implement it. There's no guarantee that they will. I don't know. I hope they do, because if they do, all of those Bitcoin Elite, the purchases and the round coins will be stakeable. And right now there's a 1 million pool on that thing of Aether, and it's a pretty small collection compared to a lot of the others. So if those do become stakeable, they'll bring in a nice chunk of Aether, and I'd like to see that for those of you who grab them. Derek Smalls mustache.
Yeah, I just looked up who Derek Smalls was. Like, I would take that as a dare, perhaps.
Jimmy, when is your AMP NFT collection coming out?
I don't know. I got a bunch of coins that Alex made for me. I'm sitting on. I think the time will be coming pretty soon here.
I may have one of those coins.
You have one of the originals. We've done several
do.
variations at this point. So yeah, I was just thinking about how to do it. You know, different rarities, etc. All the Alex artwork stuff. So it's badass.
He's amazing.
You can see he does awesome stuff. His coins are fantastic. Potentially cards. That's you know, those 3D cards he does. So it's in the works right now. I got to get Travis's amp done first, though. Got my priorities.
Is that what you're working on?
No, he's coming up pretty soon, though. But yeah, no, it's coming.
Get there, man. Come on, work faster, Jimmy.
He's cutting the line. I'm about 3 months behind, or 3 months wait when you order an amp for the most part.
Dude, it's congratulations. Now you just need to figure out how to clone yourself.
I've been thinking about that for a couple of years now. Nothing's worked yet. Or
You just got to have kids and teach them.
Totally. I thought like midgets would be awesome. Like 6 midgets running around that you could teach to solder and everything.
You need some blockchain Oompa Loompas.
And totally.
Yes.
The music going all the time.
Zach, you want to pull up your site?
Yeah, sure. This is what I'm replacing my resume with, because hopefully soon I can delete my actual resume and never have to think about it again. I'm taking the crown as Wax's premier storyteller because Blockchain Heroes was the first real narrative that existed in the collectible space. GPK was the only major project that came before it, and there wasn't really a narrative associated with that. I wanted to leverage my experience outside of blockchain because that experience got me here, even if it doesn't seem as though it's particularly related. I've worked with Fortune 500 companies before as their Salesforce administrator. It's a very exclusive career path that not very many people have this sort of tolerance for, because it requires a pretty nasty combination of being able to navigate and configure a very complex system while also being able to communicate on stakeholders' terms in non-technical ways. My talents really tend to lay between the configuration of complex systems in such a ways that users can easily understand them, and more creative storytelling, which is why I ended up with the job of actually ideating the Blockchain Heroes characters and all the narratives that we've seen so far. I'm hoping to sort of turn this into a library of all of the projects that I've become involved in, where obviously I've got Blockchain Heroes finally aligned and Bitcoin Elite here, all 3 of which I'm very proud. And I have gotten my first leads for other blockchain projects who are looking at me as somebody who may become an advisor. There's one project that I'm hoping to hear from after they get a pack sale and bring in some capital. So I'm excited about everything that is going to come next. And this is sort of the foundation for that.
Really proud of you, Zach.
Thank you.
Really, really proud. Somebody said here in the chat, kids are like midgets that don't listen very well. This midget always listened pretty well, and he's not a midget anymore. He's as tall as I am.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad you got to show that. Let's see. BitLord wants to know about hints on Kings and Star passes. I want you guys to know. Let's see. We started the Nifty box. You bought them in September. I've done October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. I've done 9 months of Nifty box drops for you so far. We're in July, and then I've got 5 more months to fulfill over delivering for you guys. And I feel like that's what we've done is over delivered. There are undropped classic art cards from promotional items that we've done in the past for Blockchain Heroes. They include Atomic Atom, Subatomic, Incredible, Mr. Myth, Philosopher, Dust Weaver, Coin Genius, Electroman, Collector. None of those were ever released in the classic art, and they're beautiful pieces, and those are waiting in the wings. We have, let's see what else is waiting in the wings. And an exclusive crypto swatch is waiting in the wings. A new classic collectibles set that Travis and Jarek helped put together. There is a second Blockchain Heroes NFT shirt coming for Kings. There is a Graffiti Kings drop. There is an unreleased Bitcoin collection drop waiting for Kings. There is a bad crypto chibi of myself and Travis that was designed, and there's several others here on my spreadsheet on the list. Stuff keeps coming in. New projects want to drop things. I never know from one month to the next, what else is going to show up. But I told you that we would deliver, and you should see my spreadsheet of everything that we have delivered. In fact, you know what? I can show you the spreadsheet. Check this out. So this is October 2020. This is how I have tried to track everything that we did. This is everything that was dropped just for that first month. And I used to break down to every NFT, and I found an easier way to do that than to break down every column. This is November 2020. I mean, if you go back here and look at some of the stuff, like we dropped some tribal books, uniques and epics and legendaries, and a few mythics to people.
I want to highlight a comment here. Coleman said that Kingbox is one of the best NFT purchases he's ever made, and he snagged it on the secondary market.
Good job. December and January got out of place. Here's December. Here's January. I started organizing a little bit more, trying to put it in fewer line items to make it easier for myself. February. Let's see.
Can you all hear Sprite meowing?
Okay, good. March. That's okay. She can say words. April. Here's May. Here's June. And now we're in July. I'm not going to reveal that to you yet because some of the stuff that's coming is right there. Yeah. I think what we'll do too when the membership is over. So first of all, I'm not planning on doing it again. It's not that I don't love delighting everybody with it, but it's a lot of work because I'm basically doing pretty much all of it. Every now and then Travis will make something unique that we deliver, but I'm pretty much handling it. And so acquiring all these items for you guys and working from our own inventory to see what we haven't dropped or given away before and this is why I hodled some packs so that like this month I delighted everybody with a gallery crate. I mean, those things sell for $80 to $100 and everybody got a crate, and that's just one thing for this month. So it's a lot of work, and I'm super busy. I'm working with a lot of other projects and our own stuff. I just don't have I can't do it again. It's too much. So this is going to be probably a once, in a lifetime. If somebody else wants to pick up the mantle, I would be open to talking to them and training them. If you want to like get it from me as a business and cut me in, I'm happy to have that discussion too. But this will be it. So when it's over, and I just had this idea, what I don't want is for anybody to try to sell it on the secondary marketplace because it won't be worth anything. So maybe I'll provide a reward for people to send them to me, turn them in, and I'll burn them and give you a reward for eliminating them from your wallet. But if anybody, so I'm sorry, OMC, there's no plan for a box for next year. I just can't do it all, guys. It's too much. I can't handle the pressure. I can't believe I've made it this long. We're into July, into month 9 of this, and I haven't had a nervous breakdown yet. Any further questions? I thought this was going to be a brief meeting. We're over an hour already. because I have words. I gave the Bro Punks info earlier. You can go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Coleman, what do you mean? Oh, an African. Okay. So the correct question is, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? And the correct response is, do you mean African or European? To which the reply is, well, I don't know that.
I would point out that the airspeed velocity of an unladen European swallow is about 11 meters per second.
You did not just Google that.
I absolutely just did.
Of course you did.
What about a dodo bird?
Dodos. I am farming dodos. Thanks, guys, for the dodos. I appreciate that. If there's one thing being in the NFT space and doing the Nifty show and helping other projects get you, it's a bevy of fun NFTs. So that is the one upside to Nifty Box after the initial revenue is I get all kinds of fun stuff. All right, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to kill the stream. So thanks to those of you watching the YouTube stream. We might hang out here as a family without you for a moment, but if you want to be in this family, go to our Telegram, t.me/BC Heroes, or go to our Discord, even better, because we are migrating more that way and doing some, there's a great community there, and there's a free hourly airdrop of an NFT that our drop bot does every hour at badco.in/Discord. And we